Royal Ones. This is Miss Gigi coming at you again with another juicy episode. Let's get straight into it. Did you just break up with your boyfriend or your girlfriend? Listen, in the kingdom and as Royal Ones, we go through a lot with our hearts because the Lord just be blessing us so much, and certain people just come into our lives and they try to manipulate us. But listen, and we know that all things work together for good for those who love him and been called according to his purpose. This is Romans 8:28. I'm bringing healing to those who are not married, but you're engaged, and the engagement, he just broke off the engagement, or she just broke off the engagement. You're like, oh my God. That's the same thing as like a boyfriend or a girlfriend, unfortunately, because when you're not married yet, it's still that easy to walk away from. So unfortunately, for some people who don't see it that way, but the Lord, he's there. He was there the whole time. He promised that he would never leave us nor forsake us. I remember I was engaged to my ex. My ex about 12 years ago, my ex-fiancee. And I had the engagement ring and everything. I made plans for the wedding, but he cheated on me with the neighbor. He said, Gigi, you're never home. You always working and you're going to school part-time. So it's like, when are you home? But it's like, I'm working on my career path. And I'm working on my goals. And he's like, well, what about me? I was like, well, I'd like for you to be a little bit more understanding. So it hurt. It hurt real bad. The Lord says he heals the brokenhearted and binds their wounds. Psalms 147:3. And right now it feels like you're never going to get over it because it's fresh. And your mind might be a little, cloudy, and you're dizzy. You're like, oh my God, you're vomiting. You're curled up in a ball. You just feel like you want to disappear. But no, you're not going to disappear. It's not your time yet. That's not going to happen. Don't be so, it's like, it's not, it feels like that now, but it's not, it's meant to come to teach you a lesson. Okay, the Lord says we are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed. It's that 2 Corinthians 4:8-10. And the Lord sees us. He sees you. He's there. He knows. And it had to happen because the Lord has a greater purpose later on, because he knows the hearts and thoughts of our spouses before we know of that man, of that woman. So they didn't really mean you no good. So it hurts now, but you're gonna laugh later. I know it might seem like, Gigi, what I'm not laughing. This shit ain't funny. I feel like my heart gonna drop out of my chest. I feel like I'm dizzy. I feel like I can't eat. I can't sleep. Like literally, I haven't eaten anything in days. I haven't eaten anything in a week since this man left me, since this woman left me, walked out on me, cheated on me with the neighbor, cheated on me with another woman, cheated on me with somebody. I can't. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. You know what? God say, come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. That's Matthew 11:28. You've been giving that man all your energy. You've been giving that woman all your energy, but you ain't give no energy to God. Or have you? He wants to help heal. He help heal your heart, your mind, and your spirit. But you got to present it to him. You got to first turn to him, because God is not going to force you to believe in him. God is not going to force you. The Lord is not going to impose his will on us. We have free will as humans. He's not going to force us to be Christian. He's not going to force us to serve him. He just going to remove his blessings and his provisions away from us until we decide that we are sick and tired of being sick and tired of going through hell. And then he'll say, okay, since you now you're ready to come back to me. Now you're ready to listen. Now I'm ready to bless you. Now I can heal you because I showed you signs that this person ain't no good for you and you chose to stay in that anyway. And I've been trying to help you. And now you tired. Now you exhausted. But the Lord says those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Don't give up. This is Isaiah 40:31. Yeah, it hurt. It hurt big time. Heartbreak sucks. But the Lord need for you to understand something about that person, that relationship, and about yourself. Okay? The Lord says, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. It may don't feel like that now, but you'll see it's lessons learned. The Lord has plans to give you a hope and a future. Right there. Heartbreak is not meant to destroy you. It's meant to bring clarity to your understanding about the person who you are and for God to reveal who he is in your life. So you can be a better version of who you are. You think you're awesome now. You think you're great now. You have not seen what's on the other side when you go and trust the Lord. And you step out on that faith. I ain't know all this was waiting for me on the other side. I just thought that I was good now. I was brilliant the way I am. I'm good. I'm good like I already am. God said, I can do better than that. I got more for you than that. And do not be don't I understand you love this person. And you love your husband. You love your boyfriend. You love your girlfriend. You love your fiance. The Lord say, do not be anxious for nothing, but in every situation, by prayer and petition and with thanksgiving, present your request to God. And the peace of God will transcend all understanding. God will guard your heart and your mind. God will give you the desires of your heart, but only if it's meant for your good, though. It might not be that person. It might be somebody better, but you want to hold on to that toxic situation, and that's just going to destroy all the plans that God had for you. And he cannot manifest properly and show up in your life because somebody else is watching you and seeing how God is going to bless you. So if you don't come out of this situation and see what's on the other side of what God has for you, you holding up your blessing and somebody else could be saved through you. You're somebody's ointment because God put you through that situation to help somebody else. But you got to go through it. It's not meant to kill you. It's meant for God to showcase the greater purpose, because there's somebody that really loves you and that really needs you, and you're devoting your time and your energy to this person who's not deserving of you. That's not your boyfriend. That's not your girlfriend. That's not your fiance. But God is trying to show you that. But you're holding on to that person, and God is saying, no. Okay, you prayed about it. I told you no. But even if when he says no, that's the thing. We don't want to pray and go to God because God going to say no. And then that's going to break my heart because I already know that the Lord done told me that this ain't my husband. This ain't my boyfriend. This ain't my girlfriend. I need to be with somebody else. Listen, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and save those who crushed in spirit. This is Psalms 34:18, but you got to let him save you. If you know, he can save you if you want to be saved. But if you make it too difficult that the Lord can't come see about you, then you're going to have to, your healing's going to take a little longer than, expected. You don't, you need to, during this time of heartbreak, and I know it can be tough, trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not into thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. You say, I don't believe in God no more, because he done took my man from me. He done took that woman from me. That man was everything. I don't believe in this God. I don't believe in that. Because look at my life. Ever since that man walked out on me, I lost everything. I don't believe in God no more. And you say, well, ever since that woman ran out on me, look at me. Look at my life. I fell apart. Nah, I ain't shit. Like look at what happened. How can I believe in a God that took everything from me? The Lord say, lean not unto thy own understanding. Lean not. This is not up to this battle don't belong to you. It belongs to the Lord. And I told you, I'm telling you, God knows our hearts and thoughts before we know them. So therefore, don't it hurts it, but you can't lose faith. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. Don't lose faith. Don't curse God to his face. Don't do that. Then it's gonna really, your life is really gonna, you think you going through, you think it's bad now, it's about to get worse. Don't curse God to his face. And in all thy ways, acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. Just say, God, I don't understand what's going on right now. My heart is broken. This man done cheated on me with my best friend, done cheated on me with a neighbor, cheated on me with this random stranger. And I love this man. I was willing to spend the rest of my life with him. I was willing to spend the rest of my life with her. She done ran off and slept with my brother, my best friend. She done went and slept with the neighbor, some random man. I don't know who she done slept with, but we was planning our wedding. God said, I know. God said, trust me. Trust me. On the other side of this, I have something better for you. But right now, I need you to heal. I need you to reach out to me. Let me help you. Let me heal you from this, mount you up on wings like eagles. And there's something greater on the other side for you. I promise you. The Lord just wants you to just get out of this relationship with this boyfriend or this girlfriend, or that's not your fiance. Because God has a person on the other side that's better for you. More. You thought it was good now, but you ain't seen. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. The things that, Lord, I was even surprised when I let that thing go and I walked out and I left when my heart got broke with my fiance. Man, my life did get better. I increased. I had a better car, better house. I had more income. My money was coming in better. Everything, I grew. It was better on the other side, though. But you got to walk away and trust God. You got to trust God. Don't let God go in this situation, in this time. Don't give up because you had your heart broke. Don't give up on God. No, because there's a lesson in this. And the Lord wanted you to go through that so that you can now acknowledge him, get back on track with your faith, use your spirit of discernment the next time, because now you know what you're looking for. Because going through it with that person, you know what you don't like, you know what you don't want, you know what you will and won't tolerate, and you know, most importantly, you know what you are looking for in a spouse. You know what you're looking for in a girlfriend. You know what you're looking for in a boyfriend. You know what you're looking for in a fiance. You know, that's all. You know a lot of things didn't know before. Now you know. You are fully aware. And you say, I know now. I know. And then they're always the saying, if I know then what I know now. So what you're doing is you're getting that part out of the way. What you know now, you can apply it going forward. That's the lesson the Lord wanted you to learn from that. So when you picking your spouse, you can see different signs and different people that they say they like you and they want to be with you, but you can see certain characteristics in their behavior and you say, this ain't the one. This ain't the one. You use your spirit of discernment more, and then the Lord will actually talk to you and say, this is your spouse. This ain't the one. This is your girlfriend. The Lord will talk to you. The Lord respond to you in dreams. The Lord will get in visions. He will reach out to you. You will hear his voice, and it's certain, prophetic messages that will pop across your life on your phone, when you're on social media. The Lord will reveal to you that you're on the right track when you're choosing your next spouse, your next fiance, your next girlfriend. The Lord will reveal these things to you. All right, royal ones, meet me in the comment section. If you broke up with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or your fiance, let me know about it. Let's talk about it. I'm sorry that happened. I've been there. I've been through it, but this is how I got through it, and I healed. leaning and depending on the Lord, trusting the Lord with all thy heart, leaning not into thy own understanding. I didn't know what was going on and why, but he told me I worked too much and that I was never home really. And, so he didn't understand. That you have to, when you're working on your purpose, um, you have to sometimes give grace to that spouse that's working, your boyfriend or your girlfriend when they're operating in their purpose. You have to give grace for that. They're not going to be home in a certain time that it ain't gonna be 9 to 5 for everybody. Sometimes it's 9 to 9, 9 to 7, 9 to 8. So you got to give grace for that. So he will pick the next person that's gonna give you grace for your work hours. So he's gonna, want you to heal from now. All right, Royal Ones. Thank you so much for listening to this message. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. Love, hugs, and kisses. Bye.